Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Texas Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. Thank you so much for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen at any point to type questions to our presenters. Your camera and microphone are off, so our panelists cannot see or hear you. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at strivescan.com/Texas. And with that, I'll turn it over to our first presenter, and that will be the University of North Texas.
Hello, everyone. I'm getting my screen shared just right quick. Hopefully you guys can all see that. My name is Tiffany Lipscomb, and I'm with the admissions office at Texas. Just a few things about us. We are located in Denton, Texas, which is voted the best small town in America and also a best college town. We also do have a campus in Frisco, which is a great area as well, with several of our programs there and great internship opportunities. Just being in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex alone offers so many opportunities for you guys, not only for things that are fun to do, but also to get those great internship opportunities and hopefully have a great career when you finish up. We have over 40,000 students. We are very diverse, as you can see here on the screen. We have recently been named a Hispanic serving institution. We also do have 41.5% of our students that are first generation students. We have our Office of Disability Access and an honors college with over 2,000 members, and we are classified as a Tier 1 research university. We have one university with 12 colleges between our Denton, Frisco, and online programs, 109 bachelor's, 94 master's, and 36 doctoral programs. So if you're thinking about coming and maybe going to graduate school, we have those opportunities for you as well. We do have 89 of our academic programs that are ranked in the nation's top 100. And you can see a few of our unique programs here. The Aviation Logistics program is first in the US. Our Jazz Studies program is actually the first program in the nation of its kind and is ranked #1 in Texas and #2 in the US. Campus life. I always like to encourage my students to get involved on campus. So we have over 425 student organizations, whether that's something academic or professional related to your major, maybe social like Greek life, or a particular service organization that you like. We have all types of events on campus. We have our UNT libraries. We have usually over 1,000 concerts each year and great exhibits by our College of Visual Arts and Design. A lot of those are free for students to attend. We also have campus residence halls. We do require our freshmen to live on campus the first year. So you have 14 different residence halls you can choose from, and then 5 dining halls. Our food is really good. You get a great meal plan and it's unlimited, whether you choose a 7-day or a 5-day meal plan. You can go as many times as you want. And you can also add what's called flex dollars, so you can go to places like Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, Fuzzy's, Which, and more. These are our admissions requirements. It is important to know that UNT now is test optional, so you are able to apply without an ACT or SAT score. You can see that if you do have a score, you need to be ranked in these different quarters of your class in order to be automatically admitted based on your ACT or SAT. Or if your cumulative unweighted high school GPA is a 3.0 or higher, you will be automatically admitted without ACT or SAT score. This next slide is just a quick timeline for UNT. Our application does open in July, prior to your senior year if you're interested in applying. October 1st is when the FAFSA, TAFSA, and General Scholarship application open. January 15th is going to be the priority date for FAFSA and TAFSA. Mid-January is when our housing application opens. March 1st is typically our priority date, but this year we have extended our priority date to May 1st for both admissions and scholarship consideration. And then over the summer is when you will attend your freshman orientation and you will move into your residence hall on campus. This next slide is a little bit more about our scholarship opportunities and financial aid. I mentioned the FAFSA and TAFSA, so we do encourage you guys to fill those out if you are eligible for each one. We have our UNT Excellence Scholarship, which is our freshman incoming student scholarship that's based on academics. That ranges anywhere from $1,000 to $12,000 per year, depending on GPA and other factors. We do have a National Merit Scholars Program if you do qualify for that, as well as our Emerald Eagle Scholars Program and 195 other types of scholarship opportunities that we do offer. These are just a few of our upcoming events. We've already had our spring preview day, but we are offering on-campus tours, both in person, socially distanced, as well as virtual. So you can go onto our website and sign up for those. And then finally, this is our contact information. You can check out the QR codes there to join our mailing list or to go to our tour website. And if you have any questions, feel free to email us at unt.freshman@unt.edu or unt.transfer if you are a transfer student. Thank you so much, and I will stop sharing my screen.
Thank you so much. Our next presenter is University of Dallas.
All right. Hi, everyone. Thanks for being here today. My name is Erin Doherty. I am the Assistant Director of Undergraduate Admission at the University of Dallas. So a few big picture things to know about who the University of Dallas is. We are, first of all, a liberal arts college. So everyone at the University of Dallas will take about 2 of their 4 years in our liberal arts core curriculum. We'll definitely chat a little bit more about that since that's such a central component of our student academic experience. We're also located just outside the city of Dallas. We're in Irving, Texas, about 15 minutes from downtown Dallas, about 30 minutes from Fort Worth. So a really wonderful central location in the DFW Metroplex. We're also a smaller school. We have about 1,500 undergraduate students, which is definitely the strongest presence on our campus, but we also have about 1,000 graduate students. Finally, we are a Catholic university, so you definitely do not have to be Catholic to go to UD, but about 75% of our students identify as Catholic, so they definitely have a strong presence on our campus. So let's dive into the core curriculum, which everyone at UD participates in. Again, it's about 60 credit hours. About half of your academic experience is diving into the core. The subjects that we cover here include literature, history, philosophy, theology, math, science, politics, economics, and foreign language. It's great because you'll have something in common with literally every single student at UD, whether they're a freshman, a senior, a business major, a pre-med student. You guys are all going to be going through this core curriculum journey together. It's a great experience to grow in reading, writing, and critical thinking skills, but it also, kind of on a more philosophic level, just allows our students the time and space to really think about big picture questions about, what does it mean to live a good life? What is justice? What is fortitude? Just really diving through these different big topics in the human experience through the different core curriculum subjects. Another perk of the core is that we save a semester of that coursework to take on our second campus. We do have a campus just outside the city of Rome. You can see a picture of it here. It's about 13 miles south of Rome, a very popular program that's typically our students go during their sophomore year, either fall or spring semester. We also have a summer option available as well. Over 85% of our students do participate in the Rome program. The courses you take there's a history, a literature, philosophy, theology, and art history. We also teach Italian, of course, on that campus if you want to grow your Italian language skills. There's plenty of opportunity for personal travel with long weekends, almost every weekend, a 10-day travel break, but also class trips. So you'll be going with your professors and your fellow classmates to spend 10 days in Greece, to go visit ancient amphitheaters. You've been reading Greek plays in your literature class, and then you'll get to go to the places they were originally performed. You'll travel up and down Italy as well, northern Italy and southern Italy. And of course, spend plenty of time in Rome. Other stuff to do at UD besides just academics. So we have a number of traditions that we love. We're probably most famous for our Groundhog's Day celebration. We have the second largest Groundhog's Day celebration in the country. Tons of student clubs and organizations to get involved in. As I mentioned, we're a smaller school, about 1,500 students. So students are pretty heavily involved. You know, if you don't see a club that we have on our campus, you can definitely start one. We are NCAA Division III. We also have club and intramural sports that a lot of students like to get involved in. And we are a residential campus. So we do require students to live on campus until they're a senior or 21 years old. Unless you are a local DFW student, then you can commute. But we have a ton of activities that go on through our residence halls that make it a really tight-knit experience. After you graduate from UD, that's the goal. We want to help you be successful in whatever comes next. So we're really proud of our placement rates. We have a 98% placement rate for students. Within 6 months of graduation, 98% of our graduates are gainfully employed or pursuing a graduate education. We do have a lot of students who are interested in medical school or law school, and you can see those extremely competitive acceptance rates to medical school and law school on the screen, 85% and 90% respectively. And our alumni really look out for each other. We know that making it through the core curriculum and UD's rigorous education, it's a bonding experience, and we're really looking out for each other across the country. We have a lot of UD alum all over. So if you're interested in UD, definitely apply when you're a senior. Our applications open in August. We have early action deadlines November 1st and December 1st. We accept applications through March 1st, and after that, it's on a rolling basis. We are test optional for admission and test blind for scholarships. So if you are not able to take an exam due to the pandemic, or if that score just doesn't reflect you, we get it. We know it's an imperfect system, and there's been a lot of troubles with that. So you'll still be fully eligible for all of our merit-based scholarships, even if you don't have a test score. On that note, most of our students do receive some sort of aid. 99% of students receive merit aid, need-based aid, or a combination of both. We accept both the FAFSA and the TACAC. And finally, a big part of the admissions experience is coming to visit campus. We are open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 for personalized visits, and we do have a few open house programs throughout the year as well. So this is my contact information. If you need more information about anything I said, definitely send us an email and we will get back to you. I'll also chat out a few more links. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Our next presenter is the University of Texas at Arlington.
Awesome. So my name is Carrie DK. I'm from the University of Texas at Arlington, and I'm an admissions counselor at the campus. So if you have any questions throughout the process, you can ask me. I'll give you my contact information at the end. I'll connect you with your admissions counselor depending on what school campus you're in, and I'll get you any information you may need. So first off, we're located in the Arlington, Texas area. It's in the heart of the DFW Metroplex, which is really awesome because we're about 15 minutes away from the AT&T Stadium, the Cowboys Stadium, and Six Flags, and a lot of awesome things to do while you're in college. But you really want to think about after college. You want to get these internship job opportunities. So you want to be in a thriving area, and the DFW Metroplex is definitely growing. We have a lot of things to do in the area, but also a lot of opportunity in our area. So as far as campus life goes, we have about 58,000 students, a little bit less on campus right now just because of COVID, but typically we would have about 58,000 students on campus. We're number 8 in the nation for ethnic diversity, which is awesome because once you go into your career field and work amongst a lot of different people, you want to be able to learn in that environment as well so that you can go into that career field after and be able to work in that environment. We also have several different student support services, any type of mental health tutoring, all of those services you would need, all of that is going to be on campus. We also are an NCAA Division I conference athletic event school. We have over 300 student organizations. And even then, if you can't find something you're interested in within the 300, we recommend that you start a new organization. We always allow students to do that. We also have very unique UTA traditions which are kind of interesting, one being called bed races, and you actually would get dressed up in a costume and race a bed down the football field, exactly how it sounds. So as far as academics goes, the most important reason you're going to college, we have award-winning faculty. So our faculty are not just in the class teaching students, but they're also doing research and winning awards for their research. That's one of the reasons we are a top institute for research and have a tier 1 distinction for our university. We also have a 22-to-1 student to teacher ratio, which is awesome because even though our campus feels big, you'll get this small campus feel, getting the hands-on experience or help from a professor that you may need and not feel like just another number in the classroom. We're #1 in the nation for supporting veterans and their dependents, #1 in Texas for awarding master's and bachelor's degrees to African-American students, a top Hispanic serving institution, and we're also #1 in Texas for serving first-generation college student. So if you're a first-gen college student, we are definitely here to help you out through the process. We understand that you may need some services that other students don't need, and so we provide all of that for you as well and help you through that journey. We have 8 academic colleges and 180 degree programs, which is super awesome because, you know, students tend to change their major halfway through, and that is totally okay. Sometimes 2 and 3 times, that is totally okay. But instead of having to go and transfer to another college, we have whatever you would want to transfer to on our campus. Some of our top programs would be engineering and our College of Nursing as well. And another unique thing is we have an honors college. So a separate academic college just for honors students that comes with a lot of perks if you're interested in applying to be in our honors college as well. As far as housing and dining goes, we do have several different housing options. We do not require any students to live on campus, so you can commute or you can live around the campus. There are student living areas around our campus as well. If you're not interested in the dorm life, we also have apartment complexes. I would recommend going online and doing our virtual housing tour. You get to see exactly what your room would look like, if it's going to be double occupancy, single occupancy, how the room would look, if you're going to have a roommate or not, all of that. You can see that from the virtual housing tour. So I recommend going online and doing that. We do have residential learning communities, which is really cool because you would be living in a dorm amongst other people in your major. So you would live in a dorm with other engineering students or other College of Science students, depending on what your major is. We also have a really awesome residential learning community for our LGBTQ community, if you're interested in that as well. Our housing application opens up in October every year. So this was for our current year, but if you're interested in further years, just know that it always opens up around October every year. As far as tuition goes, tuition and fees is about $11,000. And even then that can seem like a big number, but UTA students have the lowest amount of student debt in the whole state of Texas. And there is a reason for that. We have several scholarship and financial aid opportunities that you can check out on our website, even a guaranteed tuition plan that locks in your first year tuition rate so that it doesn't increase every year. We have merit-based scholarships that you're automatically considered for when you apply to UTA as a student. So that's really awesome. You don't have to do a separate application. You just have to hit the criteria under rank, GPA, and test score. We're also test optional right now. So we are not accepting test scores if you don't want to turn them in. But if you're in the top quarter of your graduating class, right after you apply to UTA, you're automatically accepted. And if you have any questions, here's my contact information. Like I mentioned, I'll get you connected with your admissions counselor at our campus, as well as follow us on social media because sometimes we give out fee waivers on there and also scholarships.
Thank you so much. Our next presenter is Southwestern University.
I apologize, I've been muted. I will start over. My name is Christy Atkins. I'm one of the admission counselors here with Southwestern. Excited to tell you all a little bit more about us. Some fast facts. We were the first college in Texas. We were founded in 1840 before Texas was even a state. So we've been doing higher education for quite some time. We are a liberal arts university and we only have about 1,500 undergraduate students. We're undergraduate only. And so we really prioritize our undergraduate students. You don't have to compete with graduate students for your professor's attention. And we have small class sizes, the average class size being about 19. And we're a 100% renewable energy campus, which was led and charged by our students. Some facts about Georgetown. We are a small town right outside of Austin, Texas, about 20 to 30 minutes north. We have the most beautiful town square in Texas, and we have a lot of outdoor recreational activities for our students to do. If for some reason Austin isn't your scene and you don't want to go to concerts and spend time there, there's a lot of hiking and lakes and trails and things like that. The nice thing about being so close to Austin, you won't find a lot of liberal arts universities being so close to a big city, and it gives a lot of our students opportunities for jobs as well as internships. Thinking about academics, being liberal arts, we really want our students to take a wide variety of different classes in the fine arts, the humanities, the natural sciences, and the social sciences. In those 4 subject areas, you get to take 6 courses. You get to pick which classes you double up on. A great example with the fine arts, maybe you don't feel like you're a really crafty person. You are able to take art history instead of taking one of the arts. A nice other thing with our flexible curriculum is that there is a chance, depending on your major, you may be able to avoid taking a math class or a writing intensive class. Another good thing about our curriculum, 30% of your classes are electives. So maybe you're somebody who, you're still trying to figure out what you want to major in. You have these electives to take different classes. Maybe you were never offered anthropology. You have the chance to try different things. And you don't have to declare your major until the end of your sophomore year. So you can use those first 2 years to explore different classes. Or maybe you're somebody who has an interest in business and computer science, and you want to be able to do both. It is not uncommon for a lot of our students to double major or double minor using their electives. And thanks to this flexibility, majority of our students graduate within 4 years. Thinking a bit further with our academics, we also have an academic philosophy, which is called paideia. It's a fancy Greek word, but really it means making connections. I always like to say a great Southwestern student is somebody who has a passion, interest, or hobby that is outside of their major. Great example, we've had a student who went into medical school and majored in art history. We're really going to teach our students how to think critically and be able to connect different subject areas so that you know that everything that you're doing really relates, whether it's in the classroom or whether it's just your life experiences. We want you to be able to be marketable and explain to employers in the future how your degree can adapt and collaborate in a lot of different ways. And other academic opportunities that take place a bit outside of the classroom, we call high impact learning experiences. So things like study abroad, we have 5 to 6 faculty-led programs every single year. And our main program is the London experience, which is for a full fall semester, and students are guaranteed an internship while they're there. We also have community engaged learning courses, which allows students to participate in a typical class, but then also engage their communities. So one of our government classes also participates in Georgetown City Town Hall meetings. A lot of our students do internships, at least one, and a lot of them are integrated into degree plans because we know that's what's going to make our students successful. If they're not doing an internship, a lot of those students are doing undergraduate research with their faculty and their professor. Our Center for Career and Professional Development are the ones who really help our students meet with you one-on-one to figure out, where do you want to have an internship? Do you want to go to New York? We've had a student who actually did an internship with Saturday Night Live. And so we really like to say, dream it and believe it. We'll try to get you where you need to go. And then 100% of our students participate in a capstone, which is essentially a final project or thesis paper at the end of your 4 years. Thinking about student life and activities, we do have over 100 different student organizations. For theater, choir, fine arts, orchestra, any of those things, you do not have to major in those to still participate in them. We are Division III athletics, since we have 20 different sports going on at any given time on campus. And then we are a part of Greek life. So there's a lot of different things to do on campus. When you're looking at applying, we do have 4 different ways for you to apply. There's no fee to our application. I know February 1st has passed, so if you're looking right now, we are still working with students until April, if that's something you're interested in. Here you can see our requirements. I'm just going to highlight a couple of things that can be unique. For our essay, we do not have a required topic. You are welcome to write about anything that you would like. And then we are test optional. We've been test optional since last year. So whether that's because you haven't been able to take the test or you feel like your test scores don't accurately represent who you are academically, we will just replace that with an interview. We are a holistic review, and so we're going to look at every single part of your application, really try to get to know you versus just seeing GPA and rank and a test score. We also have a generous merit scholarship program. These scholarships are still open now. There's no funding that has run out. These are largely determined on your academic criteria, but every single student who is admitted to Southwestern receives some type of merit scholarship upwards to about $28,000. And then just to close, where our students are doing after they graduate, they are getting jobs, they are going to graduate school, they're finding what they want to do. And so, as I mentioned, our Center for Career and Professional Development is ranked #1 in Texas and #3 in the nation for their career services and the way that they're able to help our students. And to close, if you all would like any more information, you are able to scan this QR code, and I will put some more links in the chat. But I thank you all for listening.
Thank you so much. Our next presenter is Midwestern State University.
All right, good evening, everyone. I'm Adam Pitts with Midwestern State University, and I serve as one of the regional admission counselors in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Glad that you all could join us tonight. As I go through the slides of my presentation, feel free to use your QR reader to scan the QR codes to look up specific information on our website. You may also fill out our interest card by scanning the QR code on this slide or at the very last slide. MSU Texas is a 4-year public university located in Wichita Falls, Texas, which is only a little over 2 hours from Oklahoma City and then maybe like 2 hours from the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Depending on your exact location, we are far enough away to get the experience of going away to college, but still close enough to still stay connected with home life and family members. Our enrollment size is relatively smaller compared to medium and large size public universities in Texas. We have about 6,000 students enrolled from 44 states and 54 countries. Our student to faculty ratio is 18:1, which is something that students really value at MSU. Our students enjoy being in smaller classes and forming close connections with faculty and their peers. Many students use the words family and homey to describe what it feels like to be on campus. And the university campus is 255 acres, nestled in between a really nice upscale neighborhood and city amenities such as like restaurants, movie theaters, a mall, and other retail stores. So even though we're outside the Metroplex, there are still some things to do in the Wichita Falls area. Outside of class, there's lots to do on campus. We have 14 different fraternities and sororities, over 100 student clubs and organizations, and Division II athletics. Our sports include football, men's and women's basketball, soccer, tennis, and golf, and women's volleyball, softball, cross country, and track. We also have many events that are hosted each year, such as our Carib Fest that celebrates Caribbean culture and diversity at MSU, and our homecoming week with various activities such as our annual cardboard boat race and bonfire. MSU has 70 undergraduate and graduate programs of study. Our 4 largest academic areas are health sciences, business, education, and mathematics and science. Some of our most well-known programs in health sciences are nursing, radiology, respiratory care, dental hygiene, athletic training, and exercise physiology. We also have many pre-professional programs that can be combined with our science and health science majors. We do have study abroad opportunities in England, Spain, France, Grenada, and Central America, and we're always adding other opportunities as well. MSU has rolling admissions process, which allows us to process and render an admissions decision, usually within 2 to 3 weeks of completing your application and submitting all documents. Although we are continuing to take applications beyond our March 1st priority deadline, we do that most years. I usually recommend high school seniors to apply mid to late fall with the goal of gaining acceptance before December 1st. This allows incoming freshmen to apply for some of our higher scholarships in early spring and automatically qualify for our merit-based scholarships before our April 1st scholarship deadline. Students who are in the top 25% of their class or have an unweighted 3.0 GPA will receive automatic admission. MSU is test optional for fall 2021 and will be test optional for fall 2022. If you review the chart on the left here or go to the web link or QR code, you can see the criteria for all the admission pathways. Students who do test well may want to submit their SAT or ACT scores in consideration for our merit-based scholarships and other scholarships at MSU. MSU prides itself on providing an affordable option to students. Our estimated cost per semester based on tuition and fees, room and board, and books and supplies is usually around $10,000 a semester if taken at least 15 hours. We do allow you to lock your tuition rate in, and we have great scholarship and financial aid programs to make our costs very affordable for Texas students. MSU does provide a variety of great scholarship opportunities. The merit-based scholarships listed here at the top are automatic as long as you have been accepted with your highest test scores on file before April 1st. Our President's Distinguished and Red Wine Honor Scholarships are a few of our higher scholarships for students who have above average SAT and ACT test scores. Our Pretty Scholars program is a competitive scholarship specifically for first-generation college students. Scholarships are selective and they cover tuition and fees, books, room and board, and study abroad. So basically everything is covered. Check out our other scholarships by scanning the QR code. I just have a couple slides left. MSU is offering tours Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. and on select Saturdays at 11 a.m. throughout the fall and spring. Pre-registration is required, and we're limiting the number of tour guests in order to follow CDC guidelines and social distancing protocols. Although we have wrapped up our Mustangs Rally events for this school year, please join us in the future as these events are our most interactive visit dates. We also offer a really great virtual campus tour if you prefer that over an in-person visit. And you can access all of our visit information by going to msutexas.edu/visit-MSU. And as you begin the process of learning more about MSU or applying to the university, I encourage you to reach out to your assigned admissions counselor. You can scan the QR code here or go to the web link to meet and connect with your admissions counselor. Appreciate you joining us this evening, and our admission counselors look forward to connecting with you. Thank you for your time, and go Mustangs.
Thank you so much. Our final presenter is Collin College.
Sorry about that. Hi, my name is Teresa Ramos. I'm with Collin College, and thank you for the opportunity. I am going to share some brief information about Collin College really quick. Just at a glance, we have over 100 different types of degrees and certificates, different from the universities that you've been hearing about. We have Associates of Arts, Associates of Science, Associates of Arts and Teaching, and Associates of Applied Sciences. So if you're going to come with us, take your basics, and then maybe go to one of these awesome universities you heard about, you're probably gonna wanna take do the Associates of Arts or Science, so you can take your B Corps complete and then transfer. Our Associates of Applied Sciences are more technical, some of our workforce programs that you can come with us for a couple of years, get your career, and then go straight into the workforce. We're also happy that last year we started offering 2 bachelor's degrees. One of them is in nursing and the other one is in cybersecurity. A little different from doing these types of programs at a four-year university, with us, you'll need to complete your associate's degree first and then apply for the bachelor's program. So at all of our campuses, we have about 59,000 students. And as you can see, close to 60% of them come with us with the intention of transferring to a university. So we have campuses, our main campuses are in Frisco, McKinney, and Plano. I did want to just share some highlights about some of the newer campuses we have. Last year, we opened our Collin College Technical Campus in Allen, and that houses a lot of our more of our trade programs that we hadn't been offering before. So you'll find things like construction management, plumbing, welding, HVAC, but we also have biomedical technology there, CAD, some health sciences, and other programs there. At our Wiley campus, we are offering a vet tech program and a brand new urban sustainable agriculture program. Both of those are Associates of Applied Science. So these are great campuses that we have. We encourage you to come take a look at them. And next year, we're going to be opening two smaller campuses, one in Farmersville and one in Salina. Also wanted to mention that in Frisco, where we currently have one of our campuses, we're almost finished with our IT center. So this IT center is going to house close to 2,400 students, and it's going to bring more IT programs than we've been offering in the past. So that's something you're interested in, you can check us out. So what I like to say about Collin College whenever I talk about it is, you know, we have options. So if you want to come with us, take your basics, transfer to the university, that's something you can do with us. If you want to come and get your career, get your Associates of Applied Science in a couple of years and do something more technical, then you can do that as well. So, and then you can also finish with us because now we're offering 2 bachelor's degrees and we've been approved for a third. They haven't announced what that will be. I know I'm getting close to my 6 minutes, but just wanted to share the tuition. So if you're out of county, if you're living in Texas and you're out of county, the credit hour is about $100. There's a comparison there on the right. If you come with us and take 15 credit hours and you're in county, you can see it's about 810 and how much it will be if you go to either UNT or UTD. We do also offer scholarships as well. One last thing I did want to say, we last year started offering student housing at our Plano campus, which is also something we hadn't done in the past. So if you're interested in that, that would be something for you to check up on. So that's my email address. If you have any questions, I'll also share our website on the chat box. Thank you.
Thank you so much to our presenters. We have a little bit of time, so if everyone could turn their camera on really quick, we're just going to do a quick round robin here. And if everyone would just give a piece of advice to a student going through the college search, what would you tell them? And we can do the same order as presenting, so we'll start with University of North Texas.
Hey everyone, this is Hanan with the University of North Texas. I think the best advice I would give for a student who's going through the college search process is to try to connect with the university that they're interested in, talk to admissions people, visit campus. At UNT, we do offer virtual and in-person tours, so definitely make sure that you sign up for one. And our Office of Admissions has live chat on the website. If you would like to chat with us, you can also schedule appointments to ask us any questions you have. Starting early will help you find better opportunities and better scholarship chances.
My advice would be, don't be afraid to ask questions. The college decision process can be really intimidating, sometimes really complicated. And on our end of the desk, we are just here to help you. So don't be afraid to email your college. There's no dumb questions. Financial aid can be complicated. Admissions requirements can be difficult to understand. We want to help you figure it out. And don't be afraid if you talk to a current student, ask them hard questions, you know, say, what's your least favorite thing about this school? What's your most favorite thing? What was hard about adjusting to college? Everyone will hopefully be able to give you good advice that can help you decide if that school is the right fit for you.
My recommendation to students would be to figure out all of your resources. So all of our campuses have several different resources for whatever type of student you are. You're not going through college alone, just know that. There's something for everything, any problem that you're going through, we probably have a support service for it. And through your tuition, you're paying for that, so you might as well use it. So know what your resources are, know what support services are on your campus, ready and available to you.
I would say to take ownership of the college search process, kind of going off what Erin said. You know, if there's something that you're looking for that maybe is information that hasn't been provided to you already, ask. If you want to talk to a professor, ask us. If you want to talk to a current student, if you're looking for very specific accommodations or what the food is like, anything like that, this is your chance to quiz us, ask us. We're the ones who are giving you all the information. Just make sure that you know what your priorities are and that you're getting those questions answered for yourself.
Yeah, I would recommend with the college search process, you know, certainly start the process early, earlier the better. That gives you more time to, you know, get all your visits in, ask all the important questions. And it's really all about finding the school that's a good fit for you in every kind of way. So, you know, I know a lot of times students think, oh, I think I want to go here and go there. But, you know, get out there, visit the college campus. That's how you get a really good feel for what it feels like to be on the campus. And, you know, interact with the academic departments, interact with current students. And a lot of times you'll be able to kind of get an idea of what school really is going to be that better fit for you, and kind of make your decision based on that, you know, not about where you think you might want to go, but look for that school that is a good fit.
Well, since I'm going last, everybody already took my answers. I'm just kidding. But one of the things that I think is important for students is to really have contact with the academic advisors, especially for us at a community college, since we have a lot of students that are transferring. We want to make sure that they're checking with the college that they're going to and the admissions department. You know, are you taking the correct courses? We don't want you to get to the end and you're missing something or you took something that you didn't need. So that's my piece of advice is really to take that opportunity to meet with the academic advisors.
Okay, did we get everyone? Okay, well, thank you all so much for sharing that, those pieces of advice. I'm just going to wrap us up here. Thank you, students, for joining us tonight. Thank you again, presenters. When this window closes, there will be a very quick 4-question survey. We would appreciate your feedback. This is just one of many sessions being held, so if you want to check out others, you can go and look through all the session recordings. This one will be available in about a week at strivescan.com/Texas. And with that, have a wonderful night, everyone, and best of luck on your college searches.